Welcome to the Bardic Cauldron, adventures young and old, where daring adventures and terrible jokes are told. Welcome back, everyone, to our next session of Lost in Dreadspace. So excited to get in for the session this evening. No updates or anything crazy at the moment, so without further ado, we'll go ahead and just jump in and get started with a brief recap of what happened last time. Haven't had a chance to play with the bot, so here we go. Last time on Lost in Dreadspace, as the party made their plans to free their last and final crew member, Kodo. The plan was hatched, and the plan itself went better than could be have expected. Taking a preemptive strike at a patrol that was right outside this drow encampment. The party was able to quickly and efficiently, without too much issue, with the help of lust, to free Kodo and make their way into this Dreadspace system, making their path to the Broken Gate, I believe, is the party's destination, following up on a memory of a contact for lust within the Broken Gate. The party along for the ride. As you guys now enter this void of space, just coming out of the gate, the mist from Blutespur. Demokra, will you roll me a d20 on your first day of travel?
Dice. D20. Ooh! This could either be really good or really bad. 19.
19, okay. Anything that anybody wants to try and get accomplished on this first day of travel?
To not kill us.
That's always a good plan. Okay. Mark.
That's for my, I was going to say that's for my experimental elixir.
Okay.
I rolled a 3
Okay.
for today.
Okay, and what does 3 get you?
I'm pulling up right now. 3 is resilience.
Okay, cool.
Ranger gains +1 bonus to AC for 10 minutes. That's what we got for today.
Oh, there you go. Okay, you can go ahead and jot that down for the day. Anything else you want to try to accomplish?
Not that I can think of. I mean, I'm not sure what we can really do. What do we have for, like, supplies on the ship? Do we really have much, or?
At the current moment, you guys have what was already available to you pre you guys arriving at the Wave Wrecker before you guys entered this Dreadspace system. You guys have 20 foot of rope. You guys have let's see. I have 3 pounds of plank and wood supplies for patching up the ship, for repairs. I've got also have enough food for another week's journey for the crew. That's what you guys currently have right now, besides the equipment that you guys carry on you at all times. But as far as like ship inventory, besides the ammunition, that's what you guys currently have right now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I mean, if there's nothing that we can really do, then
No. at the current moment, you guys are getting accustomed to your first day away from not only Blutespur, but with your new crew, your new ship, air quote new ship, because this is your first time using this ship without Captain Japan. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Did we establish a second pilot?
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
Mark was going to be.
Yeah, I was going to be the backup pilot for when you're resting.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. And that's easy enough. You could probably, at some point during the day, like switch out, which is not going to be too much of an issue. Chakra, is there anything you want to try to accomplish on this first day?
I want to look outside, see what it looks like compared to what I'm used to on a Spelljammer ship.
I would say you growing up, being on your father's ship, and probably others too, just kind of getting like the feel of how each ship is supposed to run. What you know from Wildspace in the Astral Sea, very colorful, very out and vibrant in its colors. As you guys are traveling, this is almost desolate. This is a mockery of the Astral Sea. It is black, silverly. The silver, almost like nebulous void, is always kind of just out of reach. And it's almost empty. Almost dead. At least at this, where you guys are currently at. Almost as if there is no life, even in the stars, that you can't see.
Alright, I'll probably stay inside most of the time then.
Rez, anything for you?
I'd probably just perform whatever duties I could on the ship.
Okay. If you'd like, you can either do a general either investigation or perception check, and this is going to be basically just doing routine, like looking for stowaways, making sure nothing is wrong with the ship, nothing seems out of place from when you guys left. I would say Blutespur airspace to now.
Alright.
To try to make sure there's no death slots walking about on your ship. No free frog people on the ship.
I got a 24.
24? Everything seems well taken care of. The crew members are in good spirits for the most part. You can see, for the most part, everything is safe. I would say with that 24, you do kind of see, kind of out, probably out in the distance, what looks to be almost a faint glow coming up on the forward side of your ship. It's about 120 feet away at this point. It's just this almost very faint white cyan colored glow.
Oh, okay, interesting.
It's just Rez that sees that at the moment?
He is the first to see it. At the current moment, because of him making that investigation check.
I wouldn't know what that is. It's just a light, essentially.
Yeah, at least from right here, from what you can tell, it looks to be just some sort of light from right where you're standing.
Who's the nearest crew member that is around? Or at least can I warn everyone about the potential light that's coming
Of course you can, yeah.
close to us?
Yeah, if you want to shout out to your crew members, that's fine.
Yeah, I would just give a warning, being like, "Hey, we got something coming off of like one of ours off in the distance."
I'll say Odisna is probably close by. She kind of goes ahead and takes out the spyglass that she has been using. She kind of looks closer. Not entirely sure what I'm looking at, Rez, but it looks like some sort of glowing woman.
Glowing woman.
Yeah. She's just kind of floating there. Looks like she's waiting for us.
I don't trust that.
Do you want me to let Democra and the others know?
It's probably the best idea, yeah.
Okay. Odisna will hop, skip, and jump her little bunny self over to where you are, Democra. Democra, and she'll kind of just put like a hand on your shoulder, over to your left, about 120 feet. We're coming up on some sort of glowing light. In the spyglass, it looks like some sort of glowing woman.
Are we on a course that we're just going to pass by it?
Yes, looks like you are actually just about to pass by. You are going to be probably on the current course that you're taking. If you don't make any adjustments, she will be on your left side, but she will be 30 feet away from the ship on your current course. Like 30 feet away from the ship.
Yeah. I would just course slightly so I pass 60 feet, unless the captain has other orders.
Remind me, who was captain? With
Chaktha, I think.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So, given my own devices, I would veer slightly to starboard so that we pass 60 feet away, unless otherwise.
Okay. So the current plan is to just kind of veer off slightly 60 feet. Alright. Let's see.
Not sure I trust whatever this is.
Either.
Okay. So, you begin to go ahead and just veer off the 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone starts hearing like singing or something, don't listen to it.
Got it.
Democra, I want you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ah, crap. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, I don't trust my dice. Okay. Wisdom saving throw, yes?
Yep.
12.
12? Very quickly and briefly does this happen. It's almost like quick flashes of something. For a moment, the vision of what's around you as your attuned to the Spelljammer kind of fades away, and it looks like you're reliving a different memory. You are on another Spelljammer, but right where your vision is, you can see you are attuned to a different chair. You could look down and see that you are in a different body, but you could hear the sounds of the crew screaming, "Captain, it's on the right side! Captain!" And you could hear like pieces of the ship being ripped apart, and you can see whoever the captain is view over to the right, and you can see almost this large shadow. It almost looks like a bat, and these glowing red eyes is peering into it. As soon as the eyes glare into your eyes, you are back on your own ship. And you look back to where that apparition once stood. That apparition is no longer there.
I have, being attuned to the Spelljammer, I can essentially kind of see 360 degrees around the ship.
Yep.
I'm doing a scan for red eyes and bat wings.
Okay. Go ahead and make that check for me if you'd like.
Oh, let's try another dice. Perception?
Yep.
Ooh, better. 18.
18. You begin to just take a quick little scan. Off onto the right side, about 200 feet away, you do see what seems to be what is left of a what looks to be some sort of galleon style ship. It is completely looks like smacked against a piece of asteroid that is just kind of like split in half, and you can see the mass is on one side of the asteroid, the holes on the other. It's in pieces, all scattered amongst it, but no symbolism of any large creature nearby. But you do see the wreckage of a ship as you are passing through.
Okay. I can talk while I'm piloting.
No,
correct?
yeah.
Okay. I will relay what order am I doing this in? I will relay the ship, the broken up ship that I see first. Can I do a dash with the ship to get a little further away?
Sure you can.
At the same time, I'm dashing with the ship to get a little further away, and once I relay that, I'm going to relay that vision of the red-eyed thing with bat wings.
So, you are theoretically pressing B on your controller and hitting that boost button for a quick little boost. Okay. Just like, yeah, no.
Oh, that's creepy. Get away.
Okay, cool.
Wait a minute, is there but there's no actual monster here?
Not the
No,
current.
not that I saw, but that doesn't mean there won't be in a minute.
Did you know if there was any extra supplies on that crash ship?
No, we can always circle back, if that's what everyone wants to do.
I don't trust the lady. I don't trust the glowing lady.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to be taking too many chances right now.
That feels like she's going to start singing, and we're going to start... People are just going to start jumping off the ship and dying.
Alright. I'm just thinking it could be nice if we can find some more supplies that we could use for our ship or just for our travels. Because we really don't...
I agree with you, but if I kind of lost sight of the area around the ship for a second there, it'd be uncomfortable.
At this point, you do hear a knock knock on your on the glass where the eyes are. You do see Lust kind of hanging out, kind of looking at you like, "Can I come in?"
Sure.
She's gonna slither her way in, all creepy. Like you can see, like she just sticks her hand like underneath, kind of like just in a little wedge, kind of like you can res, and you see she liquefies into this almost purple black ooze and just reforms on the ship.
Oh, that's fun.
Right. So, I figured I would get back on board and discuss what my plans were at the Broken Gate. I am looking for a supposed inquisitor there. Might have some information about what I'm seeking. If you are in need of anything, it might behoove you to ask him. After I get the information I need, I don't know what I'll do, depending on what I learn.
Clarification question. He's looking for an Inquisitor. Do we know what that means?
An Inquisitor?
Is that like one of the Mind Flayers?
It's a general term. Like, an Inquisitor could be somebody who, probably, gathers and sells information.
Gotcha.
She does tell you that, the Inquisitor she's looking for, at least from the memory, is an Ithalid, race Inquisitor. So it just happens that he's also a Mind Flayer too, but he's one that gathers and sells information.
Gotcha.
Out of that area. You had something else you were gonna ask?
Yeah, I don't remember if we figured out where that lunar dragon egg was. Do we know kind of what system that's in, or was that an unknown?
That was unknown. Once it left Blutespur, there had any records of where it may have gone are lost.
Got it. Thank you.
But perhaps he might know something about your egg. It's worth a shot.
Well, if we don't have anything else going on, it might be worth asking.
Right. Well, if you need me, you know where you'll find me. And
Hey, did you see that glowy lady thing back there?
oh, the apparition.
Yeah, what was that?
I've heard stories once or twice of such things. They're known as starlight apparitions. They are very similar to your ghosts that you would have. Instead of being doomed to haunt a place where it died, these apparitions usually hang out where they died, and trying to, some say, give visions of dangers that might arise from where they once lived.
Okay.
At
Let's
least
press the B button again.
At least that is what I have been told before. I don't believe in such things.
That's fair. Hey, have you heard of big things that have bat-like wings and red eyes out here?
There is a story. It is known as the Bat Ship. Supposedly, it is a spell-jamming vessel. A sentient one. Apparently it doesn't require a pilot.
Oh, that's fun.
Stories say that once you see the red eyes, that's usually the end. Not many are seen or heard from again.
All right. Good to know. Appreciate the story.
You'd be surprised what useless memories you get. And you see, she kind of like licks her lips a little bit and oozes her way back out the ship. All oozy-like.
That is a new descriptive term I'm going to have to find a way to use.
Oozy?
During the...
Oozy?
Yeah.
Very, very, very ooze-like?
Ooze-like, yeah, oozy-like. Oozy-like.
Yeah. So it's kind of a mix of kind of like I don't know if anybody has seen the Power Rangers movie, the original one with Ivan Ooze, like how he like liquefies. It's kind of that's kind of what it looks like. Like looks when she does it. Yeah.
Well, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah. Wow, showing my age there a little bit. Oh. Anyway.
Well, I could be showing my age by stating that was after my time.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go mute again.
All right. But besides that, the most of the day goes by pretty uneventful. As night comes, you do find yourselves preparing for the evening to come. Anything that anybody wants to do?
I made a very tasty ration loaf for everybody for dinner. I rolled a 25 total.
Ration loaf. Yummy.
Ration loaf. Yum. Like I said, we need supplies. Not much I can do with standard rations.
Luckily, Riz can't taste anything, so he'll just eat. He'll just push it into his face.
Slowly dissolves and...
Oh yeah, it just floats there. All you see is just a floating loaf of rations.
You see pieces of it fall off and dissolve, like, a piece at a time.
Yeah, it's a little weird to talk to him when he's eating. It's like, oh, do you want us to give you a minute? Like,
Yeah,
you still got stuff floating around in your head.
I would say, can you chew with your mouth closed? But can you eat with your body opaque, please?
Oh, I could move it down to like my chest area if you guys are uncomfortable with watching it float in my head.
Oh, Mark doesn't care. Mark doesn't eat anything, so it's like, but he doesn't want you to like totally turn off the best cuisine he could possibly make out of rations.
Reminds me of jellyfish. It's kind of cool.
And it's like
It's mesmerizing.
And it's like, don't ask what dessert is either, because you get one guess. But it looks like a cake made out of rations.
Oh, delicious.
Yum.
Yeah.
It sounds like you just made hardtack.
Yeah. Alright. Anyone want to accomplish first watch?
Well, I don't take first watch.
Okay, go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me.
Well, we have a couple people that don't sleep, so
Yeah, but to say.
Yeah.
we don't really need
that's
to do
true.
Yeah.
watches like that.
Yeah.
If you guys, if that's all right, then yeah, I'll just.
Yeah,
sleep.
I keep forgetting that both Mark and Mark really don't need sleep.
I was going to say, could I be considered on watch while I'm taking over a shift on the helm?
Okay.
Would that still be counted as watch or not? Am I just too focused steering the ship?
I think you're too focused steering the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll squeeze in wherever on the watches between,
Okay.
manning my time on the ship. So
So I'll let I'll let you two then roll perception checks since you guys are awake at all times. Apparently. Creepy.
yeah, it's like I'll at least come out of my room long enough for that. Where is? Okay, here we go. What is it again? Perception?
Yeah, perception.
Here we go. Yeah. 15?
15, okay.
I got 10.
Okay.
No. I thought I did that.
15's not bad.
15's not bad.
Yeah, 15's average. Everything seems to be fine. There isn't any immediate threat. The crew is safe and sound. As the second day arrives, Chocolate, if you want to roll me a d20 for this day.
7.
7, okay. 7. Alright. Anything that you want to try to accomplish on this day, Chocolate?
No.
Okay. Anything you want to try to accomplish today, Mark?
Should I re-roll for each day?
For your experimental elixir, yeah.
Okay. Oh, hey, that's 6. I believe that's the healing potion, if I'm correct.
I think so too. I can't remember if that's it's either 6 or 1. I can't remember which one it is.
It is. Come on, why do I keep scrolling on the wrong part here? Oh no, 6 is the transformation drink.
Oh, okay.
Basically, lets you do alter self.
Okay.
It's when he wants to hang out there, ooze-like.
Alright, so you got that. Anything else that you want to accomplish?
That was all I was going to do.
Okay.
I mean, I can figure out what we're cooking, if we're going to be cooking anything decent today.
Looks with the supplies you currently have, probably not.
I'm going to see if I can make another awesome meal, though.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Yeah, 15. Not as good as the day before.
You're probably
what
using
leftovers.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. You're probably using some of the leftovers. So,
yeah, leftover rations. Yum.
Yeah, leftover rations. Yum. If it wasn't if it wasn't as good as the first time, damn. All right.
Again, I will emphasize, we need supplies.
Rez, anything for you on this day?
Just doing my standard duties on the ship.
Go ahead and make me an investigation or perception check if you'd like.
I'm so glad I am an expert in perception. 25.
25 is pretty good. Everything's good. Nothing. No stowaways. No bad juju on your ship. Demakra, anything for you?
The first thing on one of the breaks when Mark is helming, I would like to try to give Sappy Boy some love and attention. Play a little fetch on the deck or in the hold somewhere.
Okay.
Sure he's getting his exercise. I'd also like to try to figure out, since Mark keeps bringing it up, if there is a place between where we are and where we're going where we could possibly get supplies? Bring up as a discussion?
Go ahead. So you're going to bring up the Dreadspace map. At least from what information you guys have, besides going to the planet world, Jaharkra, besides there, which you guys are avoiding from what I understood, the only other place that you guys know of that is somewhat safe is the Broken Gate over in this direction.
Okay.
Didn't you say there was like random planets and stuff out in this void area?
Yes, but you guys have not reached that area yet.
We're still like up here or something?
Yeah, you guys are currently... So, the way I have this set down, each one of these hexes is 1 day.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. Okay.
So
we're
you
probably
guys...
like
right there.
here.
You guys are right there.
Yeah.
So, what... If you guys are okay with this, I'm going to put your ship... Oh, right there.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, do we have a token for our ship that we can kind of see where we're going?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think that's fair. That's kind of why I made the tokens in the first place. Kind of give you an idea of, and obviously you guys, if you guys would like, I can do a Nautiloid ship for Blutespur. That way you guys know what's going on in that area.
That'd be great.
There you go.
Spatial awareness.
Because it is kind of hard to see those little tiny, like, where the planets should be. It's really hard, so this may help you guys.
Yeah. Okay. How long till we get to the Broken Gate?
The Broken Gate should be 5 to 6 more days, depending on what happens. Now, this is at your current, just the speed that you guys are using, general speed of the Damselfly. That's not using anything extra.
And how long will the supplies last, presuming nothing goes wrong?
Presuming nothing goes wrong, you guys can make it to the Broken Gate. You guys would be like... You guys would have 1 more day of supplies.
I thought you said we had 10 days of supplies. Or do we only have 6 or 7?
You guys have like 7 now.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys would be just arriving at the Broken Gate on your last day of supplies.
That's not good. We should definitely try to find more supplies. I think at any given time we should have at least a good 2 weeks of supplies on board, if not more.
I have an extra idea. The next thing I'd ask is, do we have any capabilities of going faster? If we did go faster, does that burn some other resource that we need to think about?
The only thing it would do, and this is something I've been kind of thinking about, is if you wanted to expedite the speed with the Spelljammers, the only thing I could think about is making you do some sort of constitution check for pushing the ship, because since you're attuned to it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is something we could try. Make you do a constitution check against we'll say if you're wanting, are you wanting to just double your speed, or what do you want to do?
If it's feasible, double the speed.
If it's feasible, double the speed. Let's see. I would say. Let's see. I would say maybe. I'm gonna start this off with a DC 14. Constitution check. If you succeed, you will double your speed for 1 hour.
Okay. For 1 hour.
For 1 hour.
Okay. Okay.
If you fail, you will get 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
I would say that would probably be the trade-off.
That seems fair. That seems fair to me.
Is
I think I
that
want to.
is that something
Well,
you want to try, or something you want to discuss with your crew?
It's something I want to discuss with the crew because I have
Okay.
a second idea.
Okay.
Essentially, I'll explain what I think might be possible speed-wise plus consequences, and put forth the secondary idea. I still have Goodberry as a spell. How many crew members do we have?
You guys,
Including us?
Including you. You guys have 1, 2,
Hold on, I've
3,
got
should be 9 or 10. I would
10?
not. Yeah, 10 if you include lust.
11 if we include lust.
Yeah, 11 if you. Yeah, 11 if you include lust.
Because we had a full crew before.
That's right. Yeah, you had a full crew before Kodo.
That's true. So, Goodberry conjures up to 10 berries. It restores 1 hit point, provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day. That's a renewable resource for me. I could probably conceivably cast that twice a day if needed. That would help make our supplies stretch further.
So you make 10 of those?
Yep, 1 spell slot equals 10 berries.
That's enough for everyone.
Except Lust.
Lust does not eat good berries.
I was gonna say, I think there's
I don't
something.
think that would
remember
work.
something-
I don't eat neither. You got to remember, I don't eat
Yeah.
either.
Lust says she eats flesh.
Yeah, there's
That's
3 out of the 4 of us eat, and then most
So
of our
that
crew
works
eats.
out. That would. It wouldn't be a lot to have, but it would at least get us through a lean time and help us stretch supplies without the risk of pilot getting exhaustion. The ideas I put
We'll be
forth.
begging for ration loaf after.
Well, I didn't say we wouldn't be. I'm just putting forth ideas.
Good thing Rez can't taste.
Better than starving.
Imagine canonically, Demakra has eaten bugs on some of her adventures in the past.
Yes.
At least in my head
Well,
she has.
you're rangers. So
Yeah,
that makes
I would
sense.
say
Exactly.
I would say your parents would probably do what I think the Boy Scouts would do. They freaking like kick you out on Friday night, make you live in the wilderness for 2 days, and come back and check on you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's
You eat a lot of stuff when you're hungry.
yeah, exactly. Okay. So,
What would you all like to do? I'm cool with the Goodberry plan just to stretch things.
I say if we come across something and it doesn't look to be too potentially risky, I say we try to explore and see what we can get. But then again, what is Lust's, what's their itinerary?
there
When
are
do they want to be at the Broken Gate? Do they want to be at the Broken Gate like yesterday, or?
she's along for the ride.
Oh, okay.
Her ship is attached to yours at the current moment.
Okay. So, I mean, if she's okay with us stopping for supplies along the way,
Yeah.
heck, she might want to have some real food too. So
Yeah.
she has a chance of that if we stop.
As long as we can find
She-
something that doesn't feel like it's gonna kill us.
Yeah. No.
And they're done that.
All right. Are you guys gonna do the thing where you're gonna double your speed, or are you just gonna leave that alone for right now and leave it as an option for later?
I'd say let's start with the good berries and
Okay.
save that speed thing for
Okay.
when we really need it.
Okay.
Yeah, for like a no shit moment.
Yeah, for an oh shit moment. I like that idea. Okay, cool. And I just think that's something.
so-
I think that's something that we'll try, see if it works. And then each time increase the DC depending on what you're wanting to do.
That seems fair. Would it reset next
Yeah.
day?
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, that seems reasonable.
Yeah, after each level. Yeah, as long as you are at a 0 exhaustion points, the DC will stay 14. If you have already a level of exhaustion, it's going to go up by 3. So it'll be 17 next time.
Ooh,
And
got it. Okay.
Or something like that. Maybe by 2 or by 1.
We'll workshop that as we need to.
Yeah.
Okay. Mark, you're going to get 10 good berries to distribute amongst the crew with dinner, whatever that is.
Okay. I'm gonna put that on my little. I'm gonna have like a little board that I scribble down like what we're making up for dinner each day.
And assume you have those 10 berries every day for a while.
Okay.
We're on this particular trip.
I'm gonna have to try to figure out some like recipes and stuff like that using good berries.
Do it.
Like a good berry meatloaf. There we go.
That actually low-key sounds actually kind of good. But besides
A
the point.
good berry meatloaf?
Yeah, it actually does sound kind of good. Okay, look.
No, I'm with you. I'm with the DM on this one.
That actually does sound really good. Like,
And
I guess we almost like a cranberry-ish type thing.
I
Maybe?
think
yeah, but with a sweeter berry, though.
Yeah, yeah.
like put
Maybe
that.
raspberry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I can see where you guys are going with this. Okay.
Yeah, like a raspberry, like a
Yeah,
dark.
so it's like we can make like a good berry ration loaf. There we go.
Yeah, I'm
You
completely.
realize I'm talking about in real life.
Oh yeah, I do.
I'm just trying to think of ways I could just totally destroy your guys' like. Because Mark doesn't have to eat it. He's just like, yeah, that sounds good.
Just find a few space mice, throw them in there, it'll be fine.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, Rez. That's part of your job. If you find like any of those, any stowaways, feel free to hand them over to me, and I'll make them for dinner.
Are we eating people? That seems like a bit extreme, but all right.
No, not necessarily people. I'm just saying, if you come across like any like bugs, rats, bats, things that go bump in the night, I guess that also includes people. I mean, I don't care.
Can I
Mine
say
here.
Saphis
You
on
go,
this?
Mark.
Do what?
If Saphis wants to help, totally.
I was gonna say, could I have Saphis just kind of patrolling the ship when
Oh,
he
sure.
feels like it and if
Yeah.
he catches any rodents, bring them to Mark?
Yeah.
There we go.
It's just resin staff is patrolling the ship for vermin.
I am. You know
Exactly.
what? I am here for it. I
We used to have
am.
dogs and cats on sailing ships.
Yeah.
We have a drake.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah,
go.
the places that staffers can't reach, Res can get it too.
Well, I'm going to try doing real quick here. We got to do one more thing here, just for Saphis, because he's helping. Ooh! Saphis is getting some super yummy treats.
There we go.
Nice.
I got to hook up the good boy. Ooh, good boy.
Aw.
Good girl. Good boy. Good girl. What is Saphis?
Boy.
What is a girl?
It's a male.
It's my okay. Good boy.
Yeah, Drakey boy's getting spoiled.
Oh yeah.
Demunkra.
Yes.
Midway through your day,
Oh no.
200 feet away, you do see what looks to be like another shipwreck. This one looks a little bit more contained. It looks more just like a floating hull of the ship. You can see it has been battered and looks like destroyed, but you do see it's just kind of like floating there, kind of like drifting.
Okay. You said that's off to the right?
Off to the right, 200 feet away.
Okay. I'll steer just a little bit further to port, but I will slow down and
Okay.
mention that to basically discuss if we want to get closer and see what this is.
I
And
don't think there's anything wrong with us at least looking from afar. And again, I'll make the comment, be nice to get some more supplies.
Why do you think I slowed down?
Doesn't Disney have a spyglass or something?
she does. If you want her to kind of like get up on the top deck and get a better look, if you want her to.
Yeah.
Okay. She'll go to the top deck. She's up there for a little bit. Kind of like getting a good little like look around. She'll, about after a minute, work her way down. Right. From what I could tell, it is some sort of... I'm not entirely sure how to word this. It looks sort of like... If she looks at you, Chocta, but it looks more like a man... What are those little bugs called? The ones with the little praying mantises. Looks like some shit like that. The colors are not one that I recognize, though. I'm not familiar with what it is. Maybe if one of you wants to take a look.
Does anyone know of a ship like that?
Would
Everyone,
I have encountered this?
honestly, I don't think none of you have. Actually, Mark, go ahead and make me a history check.
History?
Yeah.
A total of 17.
17. The way that she describes the ship, how it's set up, and also the colors that are being carried at the current moment. From what you gather, this sounds like the style of ship is what is known as the Mantis. It's one of the earlier spelljamming ships. It was modeled after the Thrycreen people. They were used predominantly in the Inhuman War. The colors. This is what that 17 gets you. It is from a race of people known as the Scro. That is spelled S-C-R-O. The Scro were a race of orcs that fought in the Unhuman War. After the elves won, the Scro disbanded and dispersed amongst Wildspace in every which else way. They didn't even go back to their homeworld. This sounds like a remnant of one of their ships.
Would their ship be kind of sort of classified like the Damselfly, where it's has a lot of the same type of features, body style?
The Mantis,
Material
yes.
makeup?
The Mantis, yes. It's very... the Mantis was like precursor to the Damselfly, the Dragonfly, and all the other like insect-style ships.
This is a great source of potential materials and supplies that we could also enhance ours. Was there anything that might have been extra special about this ship? Or at least once I mention more about the ship and stuff like that, does that kind of help maybe Chakta or somebody like that to kind of fill in some gaps or something like that?
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Uh,
Was there anything that was really special about this ship, though, that made it
but
special and unique?
with this one, you would know
Well, it doesn't have
that.
to be this one, just in general.
I mean, predominantly, these were used as warships. Like this ship probably has been used in the Unhuman War. Or
So it would be the military stuff potentially
Yeah.
could be on.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I'll definitely share that information with everybody.
One configuration that some people like doing with the Mantis ships were they did something similar to they called it a fire spitter. It was very reminiscent to a Greek fire projector that used to slip inside the ship's mouth. Very similar to how the Mantis would spit the poison out on its prey. Neat little trick that the Mantis had.
Oh. I definitely would like to explore the ship if possible, folks. I think we can do some stuff that'll, can definitely help defend ourselves.
I agree.
All right.
I'll steer it closer.
Okay, you guys are going to steer closer to the Mantis ship. So, for the sake of ease, I'm going to bring you guys on to a generic, what I would call, like, I think I'm going to use, where is this the one I want? No, that was in case y'all did something stupid. We won't discuss that.
Oh, there's still time for us to do something stupid.
For the time being, we'll use the Skitter chase map for kind of giving you guys. Alright, let me clear out.
Knowing this party, there's going to be something stupid that happens.
At some point, yeah. Let me get rid of. Rest in peace, Molar. I forgot you were there. Let's see. Alright, for the most part, then we're gonna put you guys. The vessel, your ship, is gonna be coming this way. And we'll give you that. And we are going to use, if you would all be alright with this, a scorpion token for the Mantis. But I will give you, I will read the description of the ship that I have. But for the token, this is what you have. As you arrive, let's see. I got to kind of edit this picture real quick as you arrive a little closer. Give me a second. I knew there was one thing that I forgot to do, and this was it. Getting this ready. Let's see. So give me just a second. It's supposed to. There we go. There it is. Okay, let's do new real quick. And I will Alright, this is basically what you guys are going to see. Let me save it. Alright. As I might be able to put it right here for you all. And I'm going to put it in general. This is basically what you see. As you guys get close. It is painted red. The first thing that you noticed. And it does almost kind of looks like it kind of, these mantis claws kind of curl. You see some of the joints are broken and mangled, and there are significant holes in this ship. The glass that would cover the eyes is completely shattered, and the head of the mantis looks like it's been almost sliced down the middle, kind of just opening it up as you guys approach. The top half is completely spattered with what looks to be just remnants of some sort of either ballista strikes or something like that as you guys approach. But that's basically what the ship would have looked like if it was fixed up.
Do we want to kind of split off and do searching for separate things? Hello?
I don't know. Do we want to do that?
It sounds like a not great idea splitting up.
I don't know. I don't think there'd be anything on it.
That's famous last words. Anyway,
Are we leaving the ship parked? Or am I staying on it ready to go?
I think if there is trouble, I think it's best for you to stay on the chair just in case we need a quick exit.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I will do. Getaway car is ready.
Because we don't know. There could be some creepy crawlers hanging out on this ship.
I will also make sure that Saphis is in the pilot house.
Okay, cool.
Ready to defend if necessary.
Okay.
I mean, if you guys want, one of us could go down there and inspect the ship real quick before anyone else goes on to loot.
I think it'd be safer for anyone who's going to just kind of all go at once. That way, if there is something, someone's not caught by themselves.
Yeah.
That's a good point. All right, let's jump on then.
I mean, I say at least the three of us, and if anybody else is interested to come along, they probably can.
Yeah. I feel like it should be a small group, however, so that we're not caught with everyone on this ship.
Oh yeah, I mean, maybe if like one or two more people want to come along, they can come along. I'm thinking like 5, 6 at the most.
Yeah, keep your guards up and keep stealth, is what I would say.
Okay. So it is going to be you three checking out the ship.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, and if anybody else wants to go, like if Lust wants to go or
Lust, Lust will go. Just to give you, she says, a heavy hitter in case shit goes south.
Sounds good.
Um,
You know we would never turn you down on something like this.
Mainly curiosity is catching my interest. And you watch as she will go ahead and, from the top deck, she's gonna go ahead and cast a web, and it looks like she makes like almost this like web, like, almost bridge for you guys to walk across.
Oh, nice.
That should hold at least for the amount of us that are going.
This is kind of another reason why I was mentioning we should get like a grapple or something like that we can pull ourselves close to, and then we can easily jump across.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about suggesting just putting the grapple on it, just so they don't drift apart.
There we go.
At the current moment, you guys are on this, what looks to be, top, this would be considered the top deck. For those that are familiar with how, most of the Spelljammer ships, are set up, this would be the top deck that you guys have just, landed on. You can see, the remnants of where two ballista would have stood. Looks like the ballista are completely shattered. You can see remnants of where they once stood. And you do see a door that kind of leads off to the left, about 10 feet away from you. Then on the left, and then on the right, you guys, it is the rest of the top deck, which, at least from what you saw, is pretty much just where they had their colors and everything else. Looks like there's nothing else on this, at least top deck portion that you guys are at right now. But there is a door to the left. It's kind of slightly ajar, kind of off its hinges, but it is currently dark. It is, who does not have dark vision in this group? That is going on the boarding party.
I think that'd be the Mark.
I think, is it just Mark?
I think
Trying
me
to
and
think.
Chocolate have dark vision.
And Lust,
Yeah, I don't.
I do.
And Lust,
Yeah, I don't have.
And Lust has dark vision. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm the only one who doesn't have it.
Okay. So as you guys look inside with the door slightly ajar, it looks to be some sort of, from what you can tell, looks like control and chart room. At least from where you're standing. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
Well, if we're in the chart room, get any maps.
You're not in there yet. You guys are right outside the door where the chart room is.
Oh, okay. Well, I definitely think that we should gather up any type of charts that we find. I mean, that could be very useful. Even if it might be out-of-date records, it's still records. Probably more information of the area than we currently have.
Who wants to go in first?
You know what? I'll go first.
Okay. Rez, go ahead and make me a perception check as you guys are walking to the chart room.
24.
24. This area at its it is currently from what you can tell, looks like a 20 by 20 square room. And it is a mixture of a chart room, and from what you can tell, this would be where somebody could sit here and control the claws of the mantis. You can see where where they would have sat. You can see currently what looks to be what's left of two arms holding on to the controls. But nothing else. Just the two arms holding on to the claws at the current moment. As far as the actual chart room itself, it looks like it is completely scattered. Looks like some charts have been burned, some have been ripped, some have, between blood and whatever. But there are some that are salvageable.
Okay. I definitely say we grab whatever we can of that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, grab the stuff that's salvageable.
Yeah. Salvageable charts. Anything that we can kind of fill in our charts with, Because if they know of any other planets or whatever nearby here, it's like, again, that's more than what we know.
From what you can tell, it looks more, at least the one that's salvageable. It has a section of the Jetoric system, and it has those 6 planets that are next to the Broken Gate, along with the Broken Gate.
Oh, cool. See, that's already more than we already know.
Yeah.
That's great.
All the other stuff, there is one other. It is what looks to be more of, not necessarily like a nautical chart, but more of, looked like they were setting up some sort of battle plan of some kind. And it was looks like, for a spot on the planet. I have to look at my notes. It is Tarsant.
Is that a planet in this system?
It is. I'll bring it back onto the map. Tarsant is down here. Way down there.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So we got stuff for around the gate, and we got something for down here.
A battle map, it looks like.
Take
for down
that.
there.
It looks,
Definitely.
It looks like for an area known as Naz Terraria, which is also known as the Imperial Grove. Looks like some sort of battle plan. Looks like they have already looked like reminiscence of little stone figurines of where they were gonna set up their ships and stuff.
Gotcha.
The miniatures are not salvageable, sadly. All my D&D hobbyists are gonna cry over that, but the map itself is in decent shape.
I think the map is more important than the miniatures.
Yes.
Yes, I said that.
See, at all what they were planning?
From what it looks like, it was some sort of raid. It looks like a metropolis of a stone, fortress of some kind.
And it was called the Imperial Grove, so that could have been like an assault on the capital. And if it was these orc race versus an elvish race, that kind of sort of makes sense. It was probably like a raid on their homeworld. Or at least their home kingdom.
Mark, this is also Tarsant. Is the one where you have memories from.
I have memories from Taurus. So do I recognize anything on this map?
Not the map. It is, you have memories of being
It's like,
on
I
this
know of this planet.
You know of this planet. You could see yourself walking on this planet, probably in its glory and beauty.
Yeah, it's like, I know of this place. I don't know what I know of this place, but I know of this place.
Yeah, there is a corrupted file or a corrupted memory.
Yeah.
Of this place.
Interesting.
Because
I definitely say we gather up that information, but
yeah. So you do find that available as well.
okay.
That's in this map room.
is something that would have already happened, right?
You don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, it's like I'll let you guys know that you
do not know if this raid had happened, or if this was something that was going to happen, and they just never accomplished it.
Yeah, maybe they didn't get there to do it. They got intercepted first. Who knows?
Okay.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
first
thinking
thought when I heard like a battle planning thing is that it might be information we could give to the Inquisitor guy because he likes information. But if this is all stuff in the past, it might not be that valuable.
I mean, the paper is probably older than Mark.
I would say that if we have plans for a battle, where they were planning out a battle, but yet we're on a ruined ship, most likely this isn't any good information outside of like, hey, we found the ship that was supposed to go to that battle.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe this could have been the ship that would have turned the tides of the war. I don't know. I say we look around in the ship's stores and see if there's anything else that we could possibly salvage. Because, if they were bringing some special weapon or something like that, we might want to look for that. If this was going to assault what I'm pulling out of my ass here is probably like a capital city. Let's look to see if they had like any. What were they going to send to assault?
I had the fire thing from the mouth, right? I say we definitely check that out.
We definitely want to check that out. Yes, I am definitely interested in that whole contraption.
Okay. Anything else in the chart room?
Nope.
Alright. Right next to where the controls are to the claws, you do see a ladder that descends down to the next part of the deck.
Cool. I say we go for it.
Okay. You climb your way down. Looks like this is where everything connects for the claw. This is the machinery that the joints and everything. You can see it is heavily damaged. Parts of it are rusting away. As you guys descend down this ladder, then you do see, as you look, a door that leads out of this room and down a very narrow hallway, with other doors that kind of like, some are ajar, some aren't. If you want to go room to room, where do you go from here?
So where are we in relation to where the head would be? Where that
you are currently right now. You're kind of south. You are probably 10 feet, 10 or 20 feet below where the mouth is. You think probably the mouth mechanism is probably above on the top deck somewhere. The actual contraption. Now the where it loads, it may be on this floor, or it might be on the floor below you, where they would actually like load it.
Gotcha. Okay. I say we look room to room. Let's just scour through this place.
Yep.
Okay. There is, as you guys go out this door. To the first, there are 6 doors on the left and 4 doors on the right, and looks like another door at the very far end, and it's completely busted and wide open. It looks like it brings you up to some sort of cabin area, from what you can tell. So as you walk out, the first door is right there on your left. Do you guys want to push it open?
Yeah. Seriously,
Let's go for it.
We'll just go room to room here.
Sitting at a desk, you find the corpse of what looks to be a humanoid creature. Looks like they are sitting at a desk. Looks like they were in the middle of writing something, then stopped. The bed is old, mildewed. You can see the frame is cracking.
I'll definitely take whatever they were writing. Is there anything else really in this room? Is it like a private room type of a thing, like a officer's room?
You look briefly. Does anybody speak Orcish?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Lus will go ahead and do some comprehend languages. Looks like this may have been the captain's room.
Yeah. So this is probably the captain's log. Definitely want to grab that. Because that could actually hold some information that the Inquisitor might want. Even if it's just a historical record, that could be worth something.
Yep.
So definitely want to grab that book. And if there's any other books, like other log books in there, those are definitely being taken.
Okay, that's fine. Looks like you do get that one logbook, but that is all that's currently in here at the current moment. There is he does have some hide leather armor on his person. Whatever weapon that he would have been carrying is not with him at the current moment, but he does still have his armor on.
Okay. I don't know if anybody would want that, but
I don't.
he has no other like personal belongings.
Looks like anything that may have been his is not in this room. At least not in this room.
Okay. Okay. All right. I said we move on to the next. Say, hey, yeah, if everybody wants some armor, we can always grab that. But
All right. As you guys are going down, the next room is on the left. You push open that door. First thing you notice is everything is in tatters, except for what looks to be a stone statue of an orc-like warrior. There are indications of, looks like incense around where the statue sits. Lust kind of looks over to you. This is known as the War Priest Room. I'm not sure what that means, but
would I happen to know some more about that?
with the 17, you would know that the Scrow are they worshipped the orc god Dukaksh, which was like a god of war for them.
Okay, so it was kind of like one of the forms of whatever the heck that orcish god is. Orcus?
This one
Broosh.
This one is Duca GSH. Duca.
Okay.
Yeah, and the main orc god is Groomsh.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he can be personified in different ways, too.
Yeah. Yes. This one is a war god of some kind.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, there is a pantheon for orcs.
Yep, there is. I did a lot of homework for this session.
I'm assuming that there isn't much worth out of that statue, unless unless you're Scro.
Unless you're Scro, yeah.
But otherwise, it's not really worth anything.
No, it's just a nice little historical monument.
No other books or documentation or anything like that around here?
No, not in this room.
Okay. Alrighty.
Alright, the next room is on the right.
Alrighty.
It is the first mate's quarters.
Ah. Look for his logbook.
He doesn't have a logbook, but he does have like a personal journal.
That works. Same difference.
Yeah.
I'm just going to grab that, because again, historical record, we can look through it later.
And all in all, you do find, looks like, underneath his bed, looks like he was skimming some money on the side. 30 gold pieces.
Alright. I'm going to grab this, I'm assuming it's like in a little bag or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to look at Rez and say, would you care to be the ship's bank?
I'm pretty good with gold, if that's what you're asking.
When it comes to funds, and because we're going to have our individual funds, but we're also going to have ship funds.
I mean, if everyone is okay with me handling the ship's funds, then yeah.
I hear nothing opposed for the time being.
Sure.
Yeah. It's like, luckily I don't have any facial features that you could possibly even think of reading.
Well, neither do I, so you couldn't tell if I would bluff or not.
Oh yeah. So it's like, it's all good. I think we both know what we know.
Alright.
I mean, who better to keep track of your finances than a former thief?
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
The logic is sound. Anything else in the first mate's quarters? Bed and room is pretty much in the same. Just age
Falling apart.
Yeah, age has taken this room.
Yeah. Basically, I'm just gonna be looking for like any like worthwhile personal effects that there happen to be. Any documents, information.
Okay.
And then probably any other type of like supplies we can use for the ship. I'm not really looking for anything personally here. I'm just looking for whatever we can do to improve our ship. We can basically salvage. If it is something that's really cool and expensive, then we can decide if we want to bring it on board the ship and we can try to sell or trade it. But first and foremost, we're looking out for ourselves.
Yep, heard that. All right.
And of course, if Lust wants to take any, little finger food, literally.
She is. You see, she takes a piece off the orc that's kind of like sitting at the desk. Like,
yeah, it probably tastes like crap, but it's probably better than the rations that we've been.
It fulfills her necessary needs.
Exactly.
Um,
Like, I think I got some spices back on the ship if you need to need something. I understand.
Unfortunately, I can't taste anything.
Okay. All right.
As you
I say we just keep going door to door.
okay, door to door. The next door is the acolytes' quarters. There really isn't anything here except some used robes. Looks like for the most part.
Like religious robes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
Do
the
we
ro-
know if this do we know if this religion is still
It is not.
predominant anywhere?
It is not. Not in.
Oh.
Not where you guys are from.
Well, Lust might know, right?
Her memories are scattered at the moment.
Okay.
That's
So I
what
was just because it
that's
just kind
what
of
this
dawned
whole-
on me.
That's what this whole journey is for her, is trying to regain what she lost. Because the freaking mind flayer, she doesn't even know how long the mind flayers had her down there.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking now that it's like if we have these potential religious artifacts, now that would be worth some money. We don't necessarily know though how old and if this religion still exists.
At least from where you guys are predominantly all from. No. The only reason why you know anything is because some of the mages have.
Yeah, some of the history in the
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah, and that's it.
But they didn't really make it out like this is like old. It's just this is a group out there that does this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And never mind. Yeah, I don't care about the stuff then, the religious stuff.
To the right, there is a set of stairs that goes down. And it you can see it leads to where the cargo hold is. But there are still 7 more rooms.
I say we
on this floor.
I say we still take this deck by deck.
Deck by deck.
Unless you guys have otherwise.
Okay.
Raz?
I don't want to spend too much time here, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I say we just if we can just pretty much like summarize like these other rooms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, it's like
very
it's like
quickly
if there's any type of if there's like any, like I said, like documents, personal items of any value, which would of course include money.
Yeah.
And then anything that we could possibly think that we could use for our ship.
Okay. I will then quickly go through what you guys see, at least here. These
at least on this floor.
These next 4 rooms looks like these would have been crew quarters, like individual rooms for those. And besides some extra like sheets and stuff that you guys might need, like some fabric, there really isn't anything of use in here. These next 2 doors, right next to this one that's at the very end, on the left and right hand side, you push both doors open. This looks like a room where they keep the weapons.
Oh.
Looks like for the most part these are very crude battle axes and warhammers. For the most part, there is a stack of ballista bolts. And one of them, a total of 10 ballista bolts.
We definitely want to grab those.
Mm-hmm.
The other weapons I don't think we really need, but up to you.
And the last room that you guys see, this is known as the Warrior's Cabin. This is kind of like where they would party, do their orc get-togethers and stuff like that.
Oh, I'm definitely going to look for any type of supplies, whether it's liquid or solid food.
From just a quick look, you do find, though that though the furniture itself, wooden, is broken, it could still be used for repairs. So,
Well, you said this is like their party, like where they would party and
Yes.
have like their celebrations. Does there happen to be like any containers of like alcohol, or
they are all empty.
they're all empty?
Yeah, they are all empty. These Scro knew how to party.
Yeah, I was just kind of hoping there might be some stuff down in the cargo hold. But
Yeah. You guys
we'll worry about that one.
Yeah, you guys still have another floor to go.
Yep.
But,
And we still need to try to get that mouth flamey thing.
Yeah.
But we got some more blister bolts, which is good.
Yep. And if you guys want any of the wood would be considered 3 pounds of wood altogether that could be used to do whatever you want on your ship.
I guess we could probably pile that up and keep that off to the side too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We can add then, I guess, the blister bolts and 3 pounds of wood.
Yep. Of lumber.
Yeah.
Of usable lumber. Okay.
Go ahead and...
Do you want me to
Start.
mark down that type of stuff, or?
No, I have it all written down.
Oh, okay. All right. I figure if we find any type of food stuff, so I'll keep that, since I do all the cooking and all that fun stuff.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
The time for the cargo deck.
Yeah. Let's see what's in the good old cargo hold. This should be hopefully the gold mine.
Yeah.
If it hasn't already been picked over.
Doing that, I'm gonna go and get these supplies that we've already found back, and
Okay, Cross.
some of the other crew to help me with it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Very, very easy enough. You can get Happy and Celeste to probably help you take the stuff back and forth from the top of the ship over to your ship pretty easily.
Cool.
As you guys come down to the steps that leads down to the cargo deck, immediately to your left, you can see the brig covers a good quarter of this part of the ship.
Good.
You can see where a guard would have sat and watched over the door itself. The door itself is pretty much just like these strong iron bars. You can see they have been bent. Looks like something bent and opened the doors and stepped through to kind of like let you squeeze in.
Yeah.
And you can see in total there would have been seven cells in here. A little bit bigger than the cells that you guys had at the dark factories.
Yeah.
These have at least like a single cot, sheet, whatever. As you come through one of the cells, you can still see hanging in one of the cells by one of their sheets an elven corpse kind of just hangs.
I'll definitely search through the corpse, make sure there's nothing else going on there.
Nothing on the corpse itself. You do find pretty easy. You're able to figure out that they strangled themselves. It's pretty obvious how this setup went about. What's strange though, their eyes are missing.
And?
Typically, with something like this, the eyes would have bulged out or something like that. The eyes are completely gone, out of the socket. Looks like somebody took the eyes and left.
Okay. That's unsettling.
Besides that, it's all the other cells in the brig. You could see some are closed, some are swung open, but
Yeah.
there is no one else, no other corpses laying amongst in
Okay.
the brig.
And we move on.
Move on.
Yeah.
The next door, that's right across from the set of stairs, this is the mess hall.
Ah! Good.
You do find, it's probably 15 by 10-foot room. You can see where a table had been set up, and they had looked like somehow shaped the table to fit almost these silver trays for food. The trays are empty.
Oh, wow.
But you do see underneath the table there is still some flour available, as well as you do find what looks to be like some kind of like, it's some sort of fruit that it's like a mix between a orange and a grape. Like, it's the size of a grape, but you gotta peel it to get the fruit inside.
Okay. Any liquids that we can find around in here?
You do find two, I would say 2 flasks worth of alcohol.
Oh, just flasks?
Well, like, they would, like, equal up to flasks.
Okay.
Then, because the barrel of wine is completely burnt, unfortunately,
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
It's definitely past its date.
But that would probably still count as almost like a vinegar, though, right?
It could, yeah.
Or is it like totally spoiled?
It's probably at this point spoiled.
Okay, then never mind.
Yeah.
Unless we need to like derust some bolts, we don't need any of that.
All right. In the next 2 rooms, we
Well,
have...
one quick question also.
Yeah,
those
sorry.
you said those trays.
Yeah.
Are they actually silver or are they just silver?
Like silver plated. They're like look like they took like
Okay.
like cheap
Okay.
metal trays.
All right, cool. All right,
Like
that's all I wanted to know.
think of like the little steam table trays.
Nope, I know exactly what you're going at. That's cool.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure if they were silver or not.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
The next 2 rooms that you guys come across are the galley and the stowage. You do find another 100 feet of rope in the stowage, as well as there are, looks like, there is a crate with a healing potion inside, as well as looks like a bag with 3 rubies that are worth 50 gold pieces each. Total in those 2 rooms. The final area is the regular cargo hold, which you guys come across. This has been mostly cleared out, but you do see a contraption. Like, it almost looks like just a chain that's kind of hanging. You pull on it, and you can see a section of the cargo hold open up underneath, almost kind of like a overhead, like hangar doors, where you can like almost either like drop a payload from the ship, or come in and out from the cargo hold there.
I want to gather up the chain and maybe some of the gears and pulleys that work it, if possible. If it's gonna take too long, then never mind.
I would say it'd probably take you about 2 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, like what would it be? Like would it be considered as like block and tackle and
Yeah.
how much chain?
Probably I'll give probably a total of at least 20 foot of chain.
Oop, if I can type here. Okay. One other thing I wanted to check in the galley itself.
Yep.
Ideally, what I want to do is build a distillery, like some type of like a distillery type system.
Okay.
Something so if I need to, I can like purify or distill, whatnot.
All right.
It doesn't have to be made for alcohol. It could be made for other stuff too.
Okay.
But yes.
And you are just looking for the stuff to do that with inside the galley?
Yeah, I'm assuming the galley's going to have more of that type of stuff than anywhere else.
Yes.
So and if there's any upgrades, like pots, pans, cooking utensils, whatever.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm going to grab. If there's anything that's better than what we have, I'm going to grab that.
Yeah.
Just so I can upgrade what we have.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm not going to write that down. I'm just going to assume that.
Yeah. That's fine. Besides that, that's what you guys find.
Okay. Well, the rubies are going to be going over to you, Mr. Banker.
These rubies are 50 gold each.
And there's 3 of them, right?
Yeah, 3.
Guess this isn't a horrible haul that we got here. Yep.
For one, it's probably been here a while and has been scavenged already. The fact that you guys found anything usable is good.
I mean, we got like 100. I mean, we got 180 gold pieces in coins and stones alone. Plus, we got like some of this other stuff.
How many gems was there?
They are 3 rubies, each worth 50 gold pieces each.
Probably there's only 2 other places on the ship I would be really interested in going to. One would be the helm.
Okay.
Where the helm would be, and then obviously where the head and if this has the fire breathing mechanism on it, that.
Okay. I would say you get to where the helm is, go all the way back up, and you have to kind of like climb a little bit, but you're able to get to where the helm would be. The helm is gone.
I kind of assume that. But we have to at least check.
But you go to where, with some help from Lust, you get to where the mouth is, to where the apparatus that would shoot out the Greek fire is. It is still in place.
Oh. What would it take for us to remove that? Would that be doing tinkering tools and stuff like that?
That would be a tinkerer's tools check. For you to take some screws and crowbar,
Well, I want to wait since we have another aspiring tinkerer in our group. If Chakta wants to come over and we can work together on getting that removed and brought over to our ship. And then we'll figure out how we're going to plug it in. Where we're going to plug it in. If we can plug it in.
Yeah. How big is it?
The apparatus itself, let me see here. Let me see. The apparatus itself is probably 5 to 10 pounds.
Oh, not too bad.
It's more solid than it is heavy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think I know what you mean. It kind of has like a. Oh, excuse me. It kind of has like some mass to it.
Yeah,
But not like.
yes. Yeah, it has
Yeah.
mass to it, but it's not that heavy.
Gotcha. All right.
How heavy?
It's about 5 to 10 pounds.
So it's not that bad.
So not that big either, then, is it?
No, it's that's what's crazy. It's not. It's honestly, it's about as big as a cannon is, but it's like how the cannon's barrel is, but it's not as heavy. You expect it to be much heavier. It's actually pretty light.
And does it have? Do we have like some of the chemicals needed to make the fire?
That
Is
you that you do not have. I would say though, probably in the arsenal room there would have been probably a little booklet or something on how to a recipe for it.
Okay, I might want to run back out in there and look closer for it.
Yeah, there probably would be somebody would have put something on there to tell somebody
Maybe.
how to make it, just in case they ever had to do that mid.
Well, I know it's like if we're gonna follow along like the general theme of like Greek fire, that was never really written down.
Yes.
Certain people, artisans knew how to make it, and that was it.
Yeah.
Hence the reason how it became lost over time.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Let's do an investigation check. Let's see if you find it. How does that sound?
See if it is actually written down by chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah. Not so much.
Yeah.
I rolled a 12.
Yeah. You think somebody probably forgot to write it down?
Or they just kept it in their head.
Yeah. Or kept it in their head.
Oh well. But hey, at least we got the mechanism to fire it.
Yep. This is known as a Greek fire projector. This would shoot out the Greek fire, or if you know how to make alchemist fire, it can also shoot that as well.
Cool. That's on my hit list.
Okay.
By the way.
The area of effect is a 5-foot radius. Just the way that the barrel is shaped, whatever the ammo is, it would do like a 5-foot spread. The range on this is...
Would it be like, I was going to say, is it more like a cone, or is it...
So, the range, it says, the range goes up to 500 feet.
Jeez.
It is valued at 1,000 gold pieces.
See, I have an idea for something like this that we could mount, like, facing more down and forward on our ship.
Well, there was that one area we were planning to put something else, but we didn't have anything to put there.
Yeah. But I'm thinking this would be great if we have to do, like, any type of, like, scraping runs or to clear out an area before having to go in there. We could basically just, like, fly over and just literally scorch the earth.
Yeah.
At least that's my thought.
Boris
But then
knows how to make a Greek fire if we ever need it, so...
we would just have to go back to Boris. He's back on that other planet. He didn't come with us.
Or not Greek fire, alchemist fire, but...
Yeah.
Well, I was planning on working on that, studying for that too, so... that is one of those things I wanted to learn, because I had some ideas of essentially strapping that to, like, ballistica shots. So not only will it have, like, the initial hit impact, but then it'll explode with alchemist fire.
Alright. Anything else on the ship? Are you guys happy with what you got with your with your scavenging trip.
I'm okay with it, unless you guys want to grab anything else. Is there like any other parts of the infrastructure of this we might be able to salvage for our ship?
You could probably you could definitely scavenge some of the mast.
Do we want to do that? Do we want to waste time or spend time doing that?
That's up to you.
Because right now we don't really have anything. Except for now 3 pounds of wood.
We're not exactly fighting time right now, so...
Because maybe we can actually get like a team to come over to really, clean this thing out.
I would say if you guys want to take the time, you guys can salvage parts of the hull.
Yeah. I mean, if we want to say we spend maybe like half a day or a quarter of a day or whatever.
Yep, that is up to you guys. You guys let me know what you guys...
Are you guys okay with that, or? I mean, we
Yeah.
could probably take what we have all back over, make a last minute decision, and we'll go from there. But right now we have nothing, so whatever we get is something.
Yeah, I say we do that.
Alright, take the time and scavenge what you can here.
Yeah, just basically other like ship materials, because like if last thing we need is like if we get assaulted in the middle of Dreadspace and left adrift, we're gonna have to make repairs and fix ourselves back up again. We are gonna get bloodied at some point. So it's like, as any good doctor would have a medical kit with him. And what good is a doctor if he doesn't have a medical kit? Right? Doesn't have bandages, doesn't have string and needles to sew people up.
Yeah.
I mean...
I would say, with the time that you guys want to spend, you guys can gather about another, probably another 10 pounds of wood, and another... I'll go ahead and give you at least probably 1 pound of what I would call scrap material, which is cloth, pieces of like maybe nuts and bolts from the metal parts of the ship and stuff like that.
Okay.
That's what you're able to, and you clean it out. As you guys finish this up, Demakra, go ahead and make me a perception check if you would.
Oh, that can't be good. Nope. 5.
5? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. As you all begin to get back on the ship and continue on your path.
I was gonna put the healing potion in with the rest of the alchemy stuff for now.
Okay.
I figured that would be a good spot for it, since it's also the medical bay, galley, all of that.
As we wrap up the second day of travel, is there anything anyone wants to accomplish?
Anybody know how to read Orc?
Lust can comprehend languages, but that's it.
Okay.
I got nothing.
Nothing. Well, we'll just hold on to the books then. The journal and the captain's log. We'll just stick it off to the side for now.
Chocolate, anything for you to round up this day?
No. For a second, I forgot that was my character's name.
Yeah, it's okay. Mark, anything for you to wrap up this day?
No, nothing else.
Rez, anything for you to wrap up this day?
Not that I can think of.
Demakra,
We got some shinies to play with, at least.
yeah. Democrat, anything for you to wrap up your day?
Nope, nothing.
Okay, would my two people that don't sleep go make perception checks for me for your nighttime watch? 24 is good.
Let's look here. Perception. Yeah. 12.
12. Okay.
Chakra got 24. Is that?
Yeah, as long as one of us does
Yeah.
well, right?
Yeah. As you're kind of like, I guess getting familiar with this new piece of equipment on your ship, nothing bad happens as you are getting familiar with it. On our third day, Rez, would you roll me a d20?
Alright, time to see how lucky I am. $14.
14. Anything that you want to try to accomplish on this day, Rez?
Well, here's the question. How much... so if I am currently the ship's treasurer, how much funds are we allocating towards the ship?
I guess that's kind of sort of under your command, since you are the money changer.
It is true. I'm asking this to the general group and also to the captain more specifically.
I think what we have is what we found on the Mantis ship.
How much gold did we find again? Was it 30?
You found 30
it was
gold
30.
pieces. Yeah, you found 30 gold pieces and 3 rubies worth 50 each.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah, which probably we don't have enough money here to spread around to everybody, because it's probably, I mean, when you have to think, we have to get probably rations once we get to our final destination. We have to pick up some more rations. We might need to pick up other little things. That's going to be expensive.
And how many people do we have on the ship again?
10.
10.
10, 11.
However, only
uh,
like 8 or 7 of them actually eat.
Yes.
Eat.
Yeah.
So it's essentially, we had to be dividing up the gold by 10 people. Okay. Just making a mental note for the future.
Okay, cool. Mark, anything for you on this day?
No, not really. I don't have anything in particular.
Chocolate, anything for you?
I'll mess around with the flame thingy that we got.
Okay.
And if you need any assistance, I can always help you with that too.
Go ahead and
Since I have
since
I have that tinkering ability too, right?
Yeah. If you want to make a tinker's tools check to see how it works.
Okay.
Because I figure I can assist
What
by either giving you
attribute?
guidance or
For tinker's tools, it's going to be intelligence. Your intelligence modifier.
Yep.
19's pretty good. You see
nice.
you see where to load it, and you can definitely tell this, when it's working, would take 3 people to load and fire this. You do learn that with that 19 check. But you,
Is it like 1 to load, 1 to aim, 1 to fire?
yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 to load, 1 to aim, 1 to fire. Pretty simple.
Pretty much a standard cannon crew.
Yeah. But this was made, you can definitely tell on the inside it was reinforced to handle whatever alchemic reaction the Greek fire made to disperse it into a shot. Somebody definitely took the time to kind of figure that out. Probably a lot of trial and error, but they definitely figured how to keep it contained inside the barrel. Um, you begin thinking about it. If you do it right, this could be portable.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I was
when
kind
you
of
said
thinking
it was
that
only
too.
like super light. I was kind of thinking that, but you know,
This
with like a little bit of modifications between you and I, we can get that working.
Yeah, with some modifications, this can be portable. It definitely has the capacity for that option. Democker, anything for you?
No, nothing for me.
All right. As the day edges closer to the end, you guys are not too far from where you believe the broken gate might be. Democker, you hear a voice in your head. Unknown vessel, please identify yourself. And that is where we're going to pick up here in 5-10 minutes. They could take a quick break.
Oh, joy.
I need to stretch my legs, get some water, but we'll be back in about 5-10 minutes. Take a quick little break. With a voice in your head asking you for the unidentified spelljammer vessel to identify yourselves.
Oh, that's right. I'm hearing voices. I doubt it. Can I tell anything racial about this voice?
This
does
one?
it seem?
This one's dwarfish.
Oh, that's interesting. I want to do a quick scan around, and while I'm doing that, just be like, "Hi, this is Democra. Who are you?" Give myself thinking time.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Doubt it's gonna work, but you know what? We're gonna try. 8.
8?
Yep.
You took a quick gander. You don't see anything, even with your 360 view. There doesn't seem to be anything, especially a dwarven voice. This is Borhel of the Broken Gate. You named your ship Democra? What does that even mean?
Oh, sorry. I was going for the pleasantries. This is the damselfly. Wait.
You are the VoidFlyer. You are the VoidFlyer. That is the name of the ship.
yeah.
VoidFlyer. Sorry, the pleasantries. We're the VoidFlyer.
You see, there's a pause. VoidFlyer, you don't show up in any of my records. What is your business in the Jun Jatoric system?
Recreation. I assume this is all taking place telepathically.
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's fine. That's my answer.
Right. Alright. Since this is your first time in this system, I must give you warning. If you are caught breaking any of the rules inside the Broken Gate when you arrive, then you will be swiftly dealt with. Do you understand?
I understand the concept. Is there a place I can get a copy of these rules? Just so I know what I'm doing.
When you arrive at the Skydock, you ask the dock captain there. He will provide one for you. It changes every week depending on what's needed, but nonetheless, if you are seen breaking any of these rules, up to ship fines, forfeiture of your ship, or death.
Got it. Well, we won't be seen breaking any of the rules.
VoidFlyer, you are clear for jump. And you watch
Much
as
appreciated.
in front of you, almost metal ring apparates. And you can now see what looks to be a portal. Kind of like lightly beginning to take shape. And as you approach with this portal now is as large as your ship is. The picture that you see on the other side of the portal is that of a crescent-shaped moon with what looks to be like ancient buildings laid atop the rocky plateau.
Cool. As we're approaching, do I have time to relay this conversation to, say, the captain?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, captain, and I'll relay this conversation.
Lad, it's a dwarf and not a mind flayer.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought. We'll continue forward.
You fly through this portal. As you do, you watch as behind you, the gate dissipates. It is no longer there. You are now looking at this, what looks to be the remnants of a moon. When it looks like instead what they did with the remnants of this ancient buildings, they have turned it into a skydock. You can see definitely some ships have landed here. It looks like mostly galleons and such have been refitted almost into buildings or permanent homes as you begin to approach the skydock. This is basically what you guys see. So you guys are approaching from over in this area. This is the broken gate. You find where Skywrite message has appeared. For those that are not familiar with Skywrite, it basically is a message that looks like Skywrite messages from like an airplane. It appears in front of a dock spot for the VoidFlyer.
I will aim for that.
You aim for the spot. You see, at this point, as you guys got through the gate, Lust is now on board, and you see she has taken the visage of a decently attractive human woman. I think my usual appearance may not be needed for this area. But she is still wearing kind of this purple cloth dress that seems to fit whatever form she takes. As you guys park your ship, make a decision about if where you guys are going. Who wants to stay on the ship? Where you guys are going?
The Mackerel put forward her recommendation of going and finding the rules and at least giving them a skim before we get too excited.
Yeah,
Definitely.
probably a good idea.
I concur.
Well, I can go do that if you want to wait here. Shouldn't take long.
That works for me.
All right. I'll tell Sathis to stay, and I will go find the dock captain.
Very simple
The person
enough.
I was
You
to find.
kind of figure out where everyone is headed. And you can see that this halfling is currently sitting on a bench, and you see he's got these papers. All right, for all that are arriving, the updated rules and regulations for your stay at the Broken Gate are here, and these will be what you need to follow for your stay here. Yes, you, ma'am. And he kind of like waves at you.
I'll go over.
Kind of heads it to you. Hi, welcome to the Broken Gate. Here's your list of rules and regulations. Follow these rules and everything should go fine for your stay.
Got it. Can I have 2 copies? One for me, one for the crew.
Sure, I've got plenty. And he goes ahead and gives you a second. You can see at the very
Awesome.
top, the first rule. There will be no killing. I do not care about your petty moral differences. Any blood shed on my city, I will make an example of you.
Okay.
Second rule. Any business will be approved by me or Lac Vache. If you are seen doing any business without an approved license, 50% of your sales will go to me. Third,
I'm kind of curious. What do they mean by doing business? Like running a shop or something, or say,
Yes.
hey, can I buy some? Can I buy some?
Probably like transferring cargo.
so this is probably your first time here at the Broken Gate. So all the business that happens here at the Broken Gate is seen through by our Lord and Master Alador Promet. He oversees the city, its business, and it keeps us safe.
All right. So if we even want to sell or trade, it all goes through him. Is that right?
No. So if that is between you and whatever business, if that business is caught without the approved license, they are the ones in trouble. You actually might get off the first time. Just depending on what you want to sell and what kind of business you're doing.
Gotcha.
Anything else you want to know? It being your first time?
A question for the DM. Are docking fees a thing in this world?
Oh, yes! Docking fees. You see, he goes ahead, it pulls out a ledger, kind of. Alright. VoidFlyer. The first day is free. Every day after is 50 gold. Paid to the dockmaster. If not paid, after it will accrue within a week. After a week, you forfeit your ship.
All
Wait a minute,
right.
how much was it again?
50 gold.
50 gold a day.
50
So when
gold.
does
50 gold a day. Per prime material day is what they have written down.
Okay. So how many hours is a prime material day? Or a
A standard 24-hour day.
okay.
So basically, within a week, if you guys do not pay your fees, that you forfeit your ship.
Got it. Okay. Fun.
Now that is the current rate, unless you have some deal with with Abaddon himself. That is just the fees that are placed here by Lakvash.
And who's Lakvash?
Oh, his second in command. Really pompous beholder. What did I say something wrong? If you never, oh, the thing, they basically look like beach balls with tentacles and eyes on each little stalk. It kind of does like a little minor illusion of basically a Windows Paint version of the beholder.
That's amazing. That was the player having a moment of, have I heard this name before?
No, but you do know what a beholder is.
Okay. Seems like a lovely being.
Right, yes. He is the one that currently oversees things while Amador Promate is not available here at the Broken Gate. In fact, Amador's entire territory covers the entire Void Gate, not just this section. So, we don't often see him.
Huh. Well, good to know. Well, I suppose we'll either be back tomorrow with payment for talking, or we'll be gone.
Sounds great. Enjoy your stay at the Broken Gate.
Thank you much. And I will take the rules back to the ship, and we'll figure things out from there.
Okay. So, as you guys receive a set of the current rules of the Broken Gate, main rule, no killing. Second rule, if you are a business owner and you are doing business without the approved license, 50% of your total sales will go to Amador Pro Ment. I will put that name in the Discord chat for you. Oh, you guys can have that for whatever reason you guys want to have that.
That was close.
She's like, that was close. Alright, you guys are at the Broken Gate. Lust, you see, goes ahead and steps off. I'm gonna go ahead and look for my contact. You're more than welcome to join me. Do what you wish.
I'm not sure we know what we want to do yet.
So who are the two main people here again?
As far as the two main people, as far as who runs the Broken Gate, is Amador Promant, who his entire territory is the Void Gate. So this whole area is his.
Oh, jeez.
That's his whole area. He owns all that.
Good to know.
But it stops at the Void Gate.
Stops at the Void Gate. There are times he'll argue that this area is his too, but that's neither here nor there. But confirmed that that first area is his. That's where he works out of.
So are we planning...
That the Beholder?
No, the Beholder is his second in command that enforces the rules here at the Broken Gate. The only other person, the halfling would have told you, is Lakvash is the one that handles all the business, all the business ventures as far as enforcing the laws and carrying out whatever sentence. That is up to Captain Gord, Gord. Lakvash is a beholder. Captain Gord, he did not tell you what who Captain Gord is. Just that he's the one that enforces the actual rules and regulations and carries out the sentences if need be.
Yeah, fun.
So here's the question I posed to our group: how long do we plan to stay here?
Well, if it's 50 gold a day, it's like not very long.
Yeah.
Right now, with my money and the ship's current gold, we have 110 gold to spend on docking fees. Unless you guys want to contribute your gold that counts into the treasury.
And I can give a little bit, but I have 31 gold at the moment.
Yeah, I have like 31 gold. I was going to be looking for like food supplies for us.
Yeah.
And if I have to, I'll use my own money for that. But
yeah, I would do that. Or we'll allocate things. Obviously, 50. If we're going to stay here for more than one day, we allocate 50 gold for that.
When do we have to pay? When do we have to pay for this?
We'll probably have to pay the next day.
So, your first day is free. Oh. Your first day is free. Every day after that, it's 50 gold.
So, what's stopping us from docking here for a day, go out, and we'll stay out on space for a day, then come back on day 3, spend a day? Why not?
We would still have to pay.
No, because their first day is free.
Yeah, the first day is free. Now, the second time, the time you come back, that next day, it's 50 gold.
Why would it be 50 gold? Because it's now our first day again.
Not
first day we ever
stayed. Yeah, your first day ever. First day ever arriving.
Oh,
yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
so if we leave and then come back, we still have to pay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Yeah, this guy's getting his
money.
Hey, this guy's getting his money, man. He's
50 gold.
Yeah.
50 gold for docking fees. That's insane.
They must be strapped then for gold if they're charging 50 for docking fees.
How much of that is he skimming off the top, though?
That's a good question. But I will allocate 50 gold, 50 of the ship's budget into the docking fee.
If we can, I'd like to avoid having to pay that at all.
Yeah, at least this time around. We won't be able to avoid it next time, but...
I'm just going to set it aside just in case we need to.
Yeah.
I mean, I might actually go and talk to this guy and say, hey, what can we do to lower those fees? Is there like any...
The Amador is not available, but you are told if you need to do business with him, all you have to do is think about him, and he will arrive.
Oh.
That's not creepy at all.
Not creepy at all. Yeah, I know.
So, are you thinking about the Amador mark?
Yeah, actually, I think I will.
You are thinking about the Amador? Okay, I will start my Amador timer.
Oh, good God.
Okay.
Amador timer.
Hey, welcome to Dreadspace, baby. All right. So I guess you guys have an hour to do with whatever you guys want.
I'll let you guys do your stuff and then see what type of mayhem I put us into.
We'll see if any of the crew wants to get off the ship after they've been in it for however long.
You look at them and you suggest you guys, and they're off. Especially happy. You see, he definitely. You can tell he's probably a claustrophobic kind of person. So, like, he now is out and open and able to, like, move around. He actually seems to be, coined the phrase, more happier. And Lust is headed towards, her contact. And any of you are welcome to join her.
What's our goal here? What are we after? What are we looking for?
Answers?
I guess so, yes. Which
Work?
means we should probably
Maybe?
follow.
Answers to questions that we don't know.
I was gonna say, which also means we should probably know the question. Otherwise, we're gonna get an answer like 42.
What's the meaning of life?
Yes.
And then we gotta go find the question.
Well,
Do you
I
know
said
the doctor?
follow Lust, or at least one of us does.
I'm not following her. She creeps me out.
She should creep you out.
I'm staying by. I mean, I'm going to be staying by the ship. That's.
I'd go.
Alright. I'll go.
I mean, the only thing I'll bring up is like, hey, if you guys can find something good for us to add to the ship's stores for food.
So everybody except for Marth and Rez are going to go see this Inquisitor contact.
Yeah, I guess, because I'm thinking
Wow.
of what's his name, so he's going to probably appear.
I don't know if the rest of the crew would want to come to that.
No, they're off doing their debauchery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with staying on the
Debauchery
ship.
that is within the rules.
Yeah, I'm fine helping Mark with whatever he needs on the ship.
We will start then with Choctha and Democritus following Lust. You guys,
As we're leaving,
yeah.
are there any other animals people have?
Not at this part of the docks, but you see, Saphis has already gotten off board, and no one seems to have an issue with him being out and about.
Okay. I'll just make sure he stays close.
Yeah.
I'll take
Actually,
him
it's like I like to actually scratch his head real quick and say I'll try to have something ready for you, boy, when you get back. Be good while you're out in town, and I'll get you some good num-nums when you come back.
Oh yeah. He'll definitely stick to you. Like he'll definitely be almost just like a dog, like stuck to your side, but he will be kind of out and about with you. As you guys been to
And I make sure to take the orc books and stuff.
yeah.
Ah, yes,
Ooh,
definitely.
good call.
Yeah, the captain's log and the journal.
You come down this one street. Above the archway, you can see kind of looks like above one of the walls. This is known as the Avenue of Despair. And there's just a quick little note in comment above the name of this road. Let this be a reminder to those that cross Lochvash. And Lust begins to walk down this avenue. It seems to be a causeway adorned with statues many of different races and species. Some familiar with, some you've never seen before. But you could definitely say one thing in common. Frozen in fear, petrified. Supposedly this Lakvash likes to keep those that cross them as trophies. As a reminder that of who's in charge, I guess. And you see, she kind of turns the corner to the left. Suppose this is really indiscriminate building. Looks like just like a home. She kind of knocks on the door. Who is it? And you see Lust, just her face changes. That aberration, that aberrative creature you've seen before. It's me. And you hear some shuffling from inside, and the door kind of swing open. Oh, please make your way in. Oh, you brought friends. Apologies, I was not expecting company. I will get some light going. And you see a shape flicker his hand, and dancing little candles begin to appear around this kind of a makeshift office. Makeshift, domicile. It's just enough for one person to live in. You can see this cloaked figure. If it wasn't for the fact that the tentacles were coming out from underneath, you could not see who they were. But you see they lift their face. They do show that they are of Ithalid persuasion. Not a mind flayer necessarily, but definitely a Ithalid. Lust, it has been a long time since we have seen each other, my dear. Please, arrive here. And your friends, what are your names?
I'm Demakra, and this is Saphis.
I'm Chukta.
Pleasure to meet you. You may call me Zavzooks. I will put that in the chat.
Thank you.
Zav. Some call me Zavzooks the All-Knowing, for the information I gather. So, I assume that is information that you want, not that you are here. It is curious, though, Lust, why you? And you see, they begin to just look at each other, almost like they're having a one-on-one conversation without you two. Right. I understand. I am sorry that transpired. I will not be able to assist you. You did, however, mention that it was, and you see he looks over to her, a place in between where life begins and death ends. That is what you always told me. You have to remember, Lust, our relationship was purely business related. I feared you. I am sorry to see you in this state. And you see Lust kind of nods. It is alright. I have come at least for the answers that you've given me. I appreciate this. She looks to all of you. If you have anything you want to ask him, he is yours. I will decide my next move from here. And you see the Lust kind of walks out the door. She almost looks defeated. Like, she was expecting all the answers to be right here. And just not to be able to get those answers. Kind of walks out. I apologize. Anyway, since this is our first time working together, I will... It is up to you, your terms on the arrangement. I do offer trade in information, whether the payment is gold, unique items, or memories.
If I may ask, what's the going rate? Or does it depend on the information?
Depends on what you want to know.
That's fair. I'll telepathically send over to Choctha. I have a question. I want to ask about the egg. You have one of your own?
Nothing that anyone else isn't wondering. Mostly just how to get back.
That's a fair question. Let's start with that one, see where it gets us.
Whenever you are ready, you may speak with the Inquisitor.
Choctha, if you want that question, then see how that goes, and if we can afford it, I'll ask about the egg.
How do I word this? Right.
He looks at you inquisitively.
How do we get back to normal space instead of Dreadspace? Maybe?
Yeah. Yeah.
You are looking
What normal
for...
space?
You are looking for a way out of this system.
Well, not just out of this system, but to get back to where we were.
Yes, close to Faerun.
Yeah, familiar territory.
That is one question that I have looked in many minds to see. Unfortunately, there is no clear answer. The fragments of what I have been able to ascertain is that it has something to do with the 6 other planets that border the system. Not entirely sure what. I see glimpses of a gate, but I cannot read the inscriptions on it. I know that is probably not the best answer I could give you, but it is what I know.
So when you say you can't read it, is that like you don't know
The
the language or because it's blurry?
It is the language. It is one that I am not familiar with. And I know meaning.
You're right. Could you write down a bit of it and maybe we'd know it?
You see, he goes ahead and picks over a sheet of paper, begins writing it down, kind of hands it over to you. Between the both of you, none of you know this language.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
But I at least see 6 gates. Something to do with those gates. That is what I can ascertain from these bits of memory I've been able to collect over the years.
So 6 planets, 6 gates.
Yes.
And that's the clue of how to get out.
He nods. For that, I will take a piece of lore, whether it be an artifact or your favorite memory. You decide.
I take out the captain's log from the mantis. Show it to him.
He begins to overlook it. You can see he conjures some sort of spell, begins to decipher it. I see, this is very useful indeed. For that question, we are appeased. Anything else that I can ascertain for you?
I look over to Demakra.
You know anything about the lunar dragon? Specifically where its egg might be.
You see he looks out the door. I did not want to discuss it with Lust in the room. One of the memories that she misses. 20 years ago. Her host came in to my shop. Discussed the whereabouts of an ancient lunar-born artifact. At the time, I had nothing. Some years later, a crew of a Dracon stayed at the Broken Gate. They proclaimed to be from some dragonborn homeworld. They, in their possession, had some sort of what looked to be a dragon egg with them. This was some years ago, maybe 7 or 5 years ago, of your years.
Do you have any idea where they went?
They had discussed making a trip. What did they call it? They called it a pilgrimage to one of the 5 planets. What did they call it? He begins to think to himself as DM checks his notes. It is known as Argea, the 5th planet in this system. They had spoken about a pilgrimage there. That was the last thought I saw of them.
All right.
I must say, this is the first time I have seen a dragonborn with 2 legs.
Referring to me?
Yes, the dragonborn that were here. They walk much like your centaurs do, with 4. Top half very similar to you, but lower half like a drake.
Clarification question. The lunar dragonborns look like your typical dragonborns, right? The same way that Makra does.
Yes, they did. But in the depiction of Nimue was walking on 4 legs.
Oh.
If you would have took the time to fix the statue, there was 4 legs.
Got it. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
This information. Something shiny. Or your worst memory. You decide.
Do I lose that memory if I give it to you? Or do we then just both have it?
For the longest time, the memory would be gone. But over time, I have learned a way to make it share. I call it an echo. If you take this stone, you see, gives you this very non-discriminate, opaque, like pearl. Kind of glossy.
Huh?
Focus on the memory, and the stone will imbue that memory.
Okay. I'll take the pearl. And I'm going to focus on the fight we had the first time we tried to reclaim the VoidFlyer.
Ooh.
And especially seeing Sathis struck down. Not long before myself.
For a moment, you're reliving that memory over again. This time, there's a tag-along. The Inquisitor is standing right next to you, watching your memory happen again. You're watching Odisna, your friends. You're watching her Shadow Mane, Gamora, struck down. You're watching Saphis fall. In your head, you hear, I appreciate this. And then you open your eyes as you are back in the store, no longer reliving the memory. And you see now the stone is slightly glowing.
Alright. I can still remember it to myself?
you can still remember it. It's a little blurry,
Awesome.
but you think probably within the next hour or so, everything will be like it's like seeing it through like dirty glasses
Gotcha.
at the current
Okay.
moment. But yeah, you're able to see it.
Cool.
The strain should go away within an hour.
Got it.
Now,
I'll-
if there is nothing else, there is information out there waiting to be found. If you ever need anything else, bring something shiny. Bring a nice memory. And you will get what you want. And you watch as he waves his hand, and the door opens for you to leave.
There's actually one last thing.
Of course. What is it?
So as you could probably guess, I think we're gonna take a trip to those planets to try and figure our way out of here. I'm
Oh.
assuming
You don't need to
That-
be a mind flayer to read that, but yes.
Well, I'm assuming that if we do find anything out that you would want to know.
It is a possibility. Bring something back. More information you can receive.
Alright.
As you one by one leave, you watch the door close behind, and you guys are in the street. You see Lust is kind of just still recouping from learning that, she's shit out of luck. At least for right now. Well, I'm not sure if you received anything that you were looking for. All I got was a damn riddle.
I can't say we exactly got clear answers to anything either. But riddles, hints, they can be followed.
A place in between, where life begins and death ends. That makes no sense. I will do my best to try and think on this and make a decision about what I must do next. Whether it is fling myself into space and attach and feed off whoever until I find answers, or what?
Well, I can't speak for the captain, but as far as I'm concerned, you'd be welcome to come along with us. Maybe you'll find answers along the way.
Yeah, as long as you don't eat any of us.
We have already established our parameters, so if nothing else, if I do feel an urge to snack on your finger in the middle of the night, I will fling my ship, away from you. Anyway,
That's fair.
we should probably get back to your friends.
Yeah, figure out what our next move is. Can we keep our eyes peeled for, like, shops that would have supplies for
Oh, yeah.
the ship
Yeah.
along the way?
As soon as you guys come back down that Avenue of Despair where the stone statues are, there is kind of like a quick like set of market stalls where you see people are selling. Looks like at the current moment there is a guy selling scaver meat. And there is what else? What else are you looking for as far as supplies?
I'll send telepathically to Chalk the, hey, I know Marcus said he needs supplies, but has he told you exactly what he wants?
Just stuff for food.
Huh. No, meat's food.
It is scaver meat.
Okay, what's scaver meat?
Scaver meat are those space sharks that you guys saw.
Oh, okay. I assume it's edible.
It can be either used as a steak or it can be dried for scaver jerky.
Oh, okay.
There's a couple different ways to prepare a scaver.
Nice. How much is it?
So for looks like there's about a pound of. It kind of has that texture of like the fake imitation crab meat, but it think like darker like skin tone, because it's a scaver. And probably I would say for the pound, 2 gold pieces. And it even comes with the preserving salts if you guys want to turn it into jerky.
Okay, and a pound is all they got?
A pound's what they got currently at the current moment.
2 gold, I'll take that pound.
Yeah. They said they get shipments in every day, so it's one of those things. Just come back and see what's available. Once it's gone until the next day.
Noted.
It's pretty much you get the sense that this was a place that probably nobody could afford the docking fees, lost their ships, and had to like start businesses to start buying their ships back.
Ooh. Got it. Okay.
Real quick, you learn that real quick. That they literally, hey, this is what I got. There's a guy that's selling, basically just all like mercantile stuff, like stuff for sales, clothes and stuff like that.
Thanks.
Yeah, couldn't afford the dock. Couldn't afford the dock fees. And got their ships impounded and taken away from them. That is 50% of the population.
Thanks. Feeling the urge to move on. Suddenly, for no reason at all.
Yeah.
Are there any like fruits and vegetables being sold somewhere?
You do find what is known as a rock fruit. Think of it like an apple, but it looks like a rock. But if you take a hammer and crack the shell, it's like an apple inside.
Okay.
And there is at least 10. There are 10 rock fruits. These seem to be for 10 rock fruits, 5 gold pieces.
Can I get for 4 gold pieces?
For 4, you can get 6 of those.
Let's do that.
Okay. You get 6 of the rock fruits, with leaving them 4 to sell to somebody else.
I'll make note of any other useful foodstuffs and report back to Mark and the treasurer and see if they want to use some ship funds for that.
Yeah. The guy that does the scaber meat, he does sell spices, but that's the other part of his business too.
Gotcha.
But as you guys are doing that, Mark, you are thinking about the app door. What are you thinking?
Just realized I don't see him in the chat here.
Oh, shit. He probably got disconnected and didn't realize it. That's strange.
Well, remember that happened once before, and it was something with internet wherever he was?
Yeah, it's probably his internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't he say at the start that
Oh,
he was having internet troubles?
Yeah, I think he did say that. So, I'll keep that in mind. So Rez, then, you are hanging out with Mark as you are waiting for your people to arrive back. About your friends arrive back, and as they are beginning to tell you what they found, what they were able to get and buy, you are right at on the edge of the skydock. You can see your ship currently at the moment. You watch that same gate open up that you guys came in, and you see what looks to be a palace come through the gate. It is a metal structure built on top of what looks to be this creature that resembles a starfish. It is, looks like, from what you can tell, a floating plateau of dark purple color, 3 long limbs that unite and elevate in the center, where you can see the palace sits. You see just this titanic creature begin to edge ever closer to the skydock. As it comes into view, before much can be said between you and your friends, 1 minute you are standing in the skydock, the second you are in what looks to be an audience hall. It is a gargantuan audience hall. It is just an open, almost kind of like a council room, without any furniture or anything. It's just an where pillars are supporting this probably 100-foot ceiling with a very faint light glimming the face of this large giant dressed in these almost lavish red and gold robes. In your head, you all hear, "I am Amador Promet. What business do you have?" And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. Goodbye, my friends. We hope you enjoyed the show. I wish we could continue, but it's time for us to go. Next time, at the